Hi, Trevor here, reflecting on life through music. Thank you for stopping by. Well, welcome back. You're very welcome today. I trust you enjoyed my last video on Aussie band Goanna, and through one of these songs in the Australian rock world, we had solid rock, and are looking at how we've dealt with Indigenous culture in this country. So I trust you found that one encouraging. As we consider, prejudice in all its forms. We're going from there to a bunch of guys that were formed in Brisbane in 1977. Songwriting duo Robert Forster and Grant McLennan, and now soon to be joined by Linda Morrison, Amanda Brown, and Robert Vickers, who would later be replaced by John Whitstead. These guys very much indie rock, and given late 70s, jungle pop, new wave, and a bit of post-punk, so a bit of everything, these guys. The thing, and the guys are talking about are the go-betweens. Very easygoing, pretty compelling lyrics in these songs. Robert and Grant have been regarded as one of the best songwriting duos in Australia of all time, because whereas Grant had this kind of melancholy to his, almost angst to his lyrics, Robert had the passionate and the soft in there. So get those two things together and you get some pretty amazing lyrics right here. The go-betweens did kind of float to the UK a little bit as well. They were trying to find some success because it was a bit elusive for these guys. They didn't really make it really big, but when they did actually produce some of these songs, they're pretty amazing. And I do remember and think back at them with a bit of fondness, I must admit. Between 1981 and 1988, 6 studio albums. So there we go. That's actually a lot of output right there. There was a bit of a break, and back in 2000 to 2005, 3 studio albums. There was also 1 compilation album, 3 live albums, and 24 singles. Now, unfortunately, Grant did die in 2006 at the age of 48. It was a bit of a heart attack and totally unexpected. And it was at that point that Robert actually said the go-betweens were over. As I've already said, both Robert and Grant have been acknowledged as leaving a legacy of incredible songwriting. And the go-betweens actually had a bridge named after them in Brisbane, a 4-line bridge over a river, and it was called the Go-Between Bridge. And so Brisbane just had to give them a bit of credibility that way. Now, there are a few clips below. Let's start off with Streets of Your Town. This came off the 16 Lovers Lane album of 1988. We got the official clip here. And when you watch this clip, listen to the guys taking lead vocals here is Grant. It's just really sad to see that he's no longer around. It's quite, it's quite eerie when you see this sort of thinking, oh man, this guy's no longer with us. Streets of Your Town, very much about walking around the streets of a town that's obviously, maybe his beloved or his loved one, walking around your town and noticing all the things around the town, and probably noticing in a bit of a new way because it's your town. So it's pretty cool. We then got Was There Anything I Could Do? This also came off the 16 Lovers Lane album of 1988. This is the official clip on this one. And basically, was there anything I could do? What a really great question. When things might be coming to a bit of an end, is there anything I could have done really to change it? So sometimes we just got to call things like and say, well, maybe there wasn't anything I could do. So got the official clip on that one. We then go to the Liberty Bell and the Black Diamond Express from 1986, the song Full Head of Steam. And I love the concept of going really going for it, a full head of steam. It's like, I'm really going to go for it, and nothing's going to stop me here. And because I really want to get success. And so this is well and truly where the go-betweens were at this point, and wondering where it actually was. But the song I probably want to focus on is the song right here. This came off the album Tallulah from 1987. We've got a live and official clip on this one. One of the things I love about the go-betweens, apart from the incredible vocals of Grant and songwriting of Robert and Grant, is the violin. This is a really cool violin part going on here. And it just really adds something to this song, adds a little, almost a bit of a folk feel to this song. But right here is all about commitment and telling someone you're going to be with them no matter what. You know, and if it is a partner and they might be going through some stuff and they're wondering if they even if you even love them or because you know life is a bit of a challenge. If you still want to be with them, so sometimes you need to say, "Hey, darling, I'm right here for you. Whatever I have is right here." And this is sort of one of the lines of this song. And that is that, you know, commitment is sometimes needs to be verbalized, but more importantly, needs to be shown in the moments where, you know, the other person might be struggling, not quite knowing what's happening. And to know that at least that part of their life is sorted is a good thing. Because in amongst everything else, the last thing they want is to actually have any doubt about this sort of stuff. So sometimes you need to actually say, look, I know you're going through stuff right now. I'm right here for you no matter what. I think it's really, really important to say that stuff when it needs to be said, because the person will do it. It just takes the pressure off them a bit, knowing that there's one bit of their life that is stable. So good on you, go-betweens, for actually giving us a bit of an opportunity to talk about what it means to be right here for somebody. So, you know, it could be you need to go shopping for them. You need to take the dog for a walk. You need to just sit there with them and say no words. You need to hold their hand perhaps. Give them a hug if they need it. Give them a smile. Make them a cup of coffee. Whatever it is, show them that you're right here, because they'd be really, really appreciative that you did. And relationships, and from a selfish perspective, I suppose, the relationships don't only deepen through the times of trouble. You really work out who each other is and what you really, really mean to each other. And if you can enable life to continue while tragedy is happening, that just only deepens things, absolutely. And so, well done, Robin and Grant, for bringing these beautiful songs to the world. I do love Right Here. It's one of my favourite songs, actually, and I just had to talk about it today. So the links to those 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 clips are in the description below. And I've also included my last video from Goanna, so if you want to recap on that Aussie classic, feel free. Well, if you come back for another one, and just know I'm right here. This channel's not going anywhere. As you can probably gather, I am doing my artists in the alphabetical order pretty much at the moment. We're in the ways of G's, and so we've got a long way to go yet. I'm actually right here for you guys. Please, when you click on a video, watch it all the way to the end, because you never know, there might be something you might find interesting and encouraging for yourself. So if you come back for another one, or this is your first time, the Life Reflections through Music, thank you for everyone for being here or coming back or being here for the first time. Well, that's it for today. Next time, even though I did Belinda Carlisle a little while ago now, we're going to go on to her band, The Go-Go's, next. So until then, I'll catch you around. Bye for now.